I hit the wrong button. Okay. Well, we're 20 minutes early on live stream. Why not, right? It's okay. It's all right. Oh, it's crooked, but it's okay. William, good morning. How you doing? Yeah, I'm early today. I hit the wrong button, but it's okay. I'm ready. And good morning. How you doing this morning? How is everything in your neck of the woods? Let's see. Yeah, okay. This thing is crooked for some reason. There we go. Still crooked? I don't know. So good morning, William. I hit there. James D, good morning. 4:13 a.m. Be frozen. It's going to be a live stream, hopefully. I'm a little early today. I clicked the wrong button when I was getting things ready. And so we're going live. Yeah, Ruth is coming on here soon. And hopefully you guys are well and doing well. Today we're going to talk about living in the province, yes or no, and if it's good or not, you know. And I think that it depends on where you live, right? Is maybe the big thing. So, am I the only one on? Anybody else on this morning? We'll wait a few minutes to see how it prospers there. Yeah, I just accidentally hit the wrong button. I hate when I do that. This is a new thing for me. We never gone live stream using the stream key and all that stuff on YouTube. It's not something that I normally do. I use OBS software, and we're just doing it because I don't have to use my laptop. Morning, honey. So wait and see. Coming on? Who's coming on? Yeah. Is the phone do I look crooked on the phone, or is this normal?
It's okay.
All right. Don't want to look crooked. Let's see who's here. Chat. James D. Yeah, I hope it's not frozen. William O'Leary, good morning. Yeah, I don't like frozen. I didn't see it. Yeah, show it to me. Uh-uh. Good morning, Father Wolf. How are you doing this morning? How are things with you? How are things going there? In your neck of the woods? Just a bit. Good morning. Yeah, frozen might be feel good right now. I know. So I was setting it up and I hit a button and it caused it to go offline, and where I couldn't do anything. So I said, well, we're on stream. We'll just go 15 minutes early. It's okay.
Why did you look closer a little bit? You were looking like this.
Well, I have my laptop here right this second. Yeah. Actually, I like it far away. It's okay. Okay by me. So, just Bill, how's things going with you? Are you doing well? How's life treating you? Are you just Bill? You here in the Philippines? Yeah, it's kind of, I got caught off guard going online early this morning and wasn't prepared for it. I'm signing on my laptop, so what I'm doing here, checking things out. So how is everybody? We're traveling around. We actually went the other day to the mall and we found ourselves at a K-pop, little K-pop thing, and it was something that kind of. Good morning, Sammy. How you doing this morning? Kind of caught me off guard. K-pop. I didn't realize that they're that popular here in the Philippines. So, how's Miss Sammy doing? The thing about it is that that mall was packed, and it really does a lot of the younger crowd, you know. Um, and it's like one of those things. It's like it was like all of a sudden it just got really busy, and it got overwhelming busy. So it got overwhelming. So I just sat in the corner and watched as the kids did that. No, I'm just in the States. Hopefully retire in February. We'll probably establish residency in a no state after that, and then hit Philippines. Here, hold on. There we go. Hit Philippines. Oh. Sorry. Sorry about that. What we're doing is live stream living in the province or living in the city, and what is beneficial. So you're going to establish residency and no state tax after that, then hit Philippines till August. Good morning, Arco. How you doing this morning? Am I spinning again? Sorry about that. I wish I could do something about that. I can't. Yeah, it's always spinning, right? Sorry. So how is Art doing? And how things with Art? Art, you still doing good? Spin it again. Not so good with feeling well. I'd be in background. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. That's horrible. That's horrible to feel that way. And horrible. I understand. Like for me, I have the hay fever. It's been attacking me a lot. And so it's been kind of hard for me that way. Art, he is Arco saying hi to everybody. You saw Art. I love the province more comfortable because I'm not a city type person. Just saying. You know what? There is a lot of benefits living in the province. It really is. It's got a lot of advantages to it. Living in the province than living in a city. But the city has a lot more to offer. There's something to do to keep busy, you know. Artco, good morning. I'm about to head off to bed. Don't head off to bed. Yeah, okay. I know how it is. Background. Okay, Sammy, thank you for coming on. Just about head off to bed. Well, thank you for coming on this morning, Artco. And I know it's late there. It's 9 a.m. here. I hit the wrong button this morning is what happened. It caught me off guard, and so I've been kind of catching up here. I didn't even have my notes. I have notes that I was going to write down. I didn't even write down any notes. City life is for young guys because I'm just more of the nightlife. City more of the nightlife. Yeah, more expensive. Yeah, it is. It is more expensive in the city. It does cost a lot more than it does in the province. And because you find yourself, for an example, you say you go somewhere, you spend money that you normally wouldn't spend. You're exactly right. Exactly right. I'm thinking Cebu. I'm thinking Cebu. Cebu's a nice place. This message is helpful for you. You need to look at this thing. We'll see. Yeah, good morning, Jim. Mitch. Good morning, Mr. Mitch. How you doing? High five. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for coming on. I'm a little early this morning. I hit the wrong button. We, Ruth and I, always try to do software of YouTube, and we never could get it to work. Believe it or not, out of all the years we've used it, we never could get it to work. So Sunday and today is the first times I started using YouTube software, going streaming. I would normally just use OBS or something like that, and we would stream that way. And streaming's fine. It's just they have new things and new neat things and things like that. So, which is different for us. So, yeah, good morning. So how's Mr. Mitch doing? Just Bill Cebu's very nice. It's got a lot of great places. You can actually go to the beach there. There are also a lot of resorts. They have one of the oldest, if not the oldest, churches in the Philippines. And it's really kind of neat to see. It's a church down headed towards Oslo and Boholoon, where they swim with the whales. Good morning, Jim. How you doing this morning, Jim? Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for coming on. Davodon. How you doing, Mr. Davodon? How are things with you? And hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, we had, I put this idea in my head, kind of traveled around. I didn't realize that it would cost so much money, you know? But it's a good thing. It's really a good thing because I get to see a lot of the Philippines I normally didn't see. And the Philippines is a beautiful country. A lot of great things to see. Of course, the culture, great, beautiful people. You really get to know the people here. It's really nice to know them and see them. I have not seen texts from people you have mentioned. Hello, ladies and gents. You hadn't? So, I have also too. I wanted to talk about was insurance too. How you guys doing, Jim? Are you self-insured here? Just a bill, you might think about that. So being self-insured or buy a policy of some kind. You know that they take it. Maybe check with a hospital first. The city happened last time. A couple of the days ago. Oh, I see. I like variety of food, and I can survive on the food that I have. I won't complain, but I like my variety. And what I mean by is I like having, chicken and maybe curry chicken or different type foods, maybe some Korean food or Chinese food, things like that. Well, Provence sometimes will not have it unless you have a Korean store or something like that they make food. And I found myself saying, oh, okay, it's not working, I need more than that, so let's see. So Davodon, how's Pennsylvania doing? How's New York City? How's it treating you? You doing well? Yeah, the city impossible to find health insurance when you're over 75 anywhere in the world. Oh yeah, true. Well, I'm 68 now, 70. Well, they're not going to insure me anyway. Nobody to insure at 68. Nobody at 65. It's hard you can get insurance at 65. You can find insurance at 60 to 65, but even at 65, it's hard. Oh, I had some companies say, yeah, we'll insure you, but there was like, oh, I don't know, a lot of money, like $380 a month starting out, and it was limited coverage. The coverage is very limited, and I said, no, I can't do that. Yeah, it's limited coverage, and I don't want to do that. And so you gotta have a plan. You really do have to have a plan. A couple of guys were telling me yesterday that they came here and researched that in the beginning. Like, okay, I'm going to live here in the city. How am I going to do with my insurance? What if I have a heart attack? I'm getting elderly now. What am I going to do? So they went around to the hospitals and found some good doctors, like in San Fernando. And the guy was in San Fernando. That was in Iloilo. Got a really great hospital there. But they found that the care was limited for what they thought. was limited. So then they started researching a little bit more, and they realized that maybe they should seek elsewhere. So they look at Thailand, Bali, and some of the places like that because they have some really great hospitals. Cambodia. So their thing now is they're thinking about moving there. So they're going there to check it out. And if that is not going to be beneficial, they'll just head back to the States. The two guys I talked to, they have money. They could live in the States. They could live here. Money's not an object for them because they're both getting $5,000-$6,000 a month for their pensions. If I wish $5,000-$6,000 a month. I don't even know how could you spend $5,000 or $6,000 a month, right? You could, but that alone. He said, yeah. In fact, I have a hard time even in the States spending the $5,000 because house is paid for, the cars is paid for. Of course, my insurance is covered in the States, military, and they have TRICARE here. But he found that even that is limited. He said the service. It's not the insurance. The TRICARE is the service. So we had a really good drone video of the church in my hometown. It was fairly influential getting the church name, Basilica, in my opinion. That's good. It's really good. 68, you got a spring chicken. Yeah, I'm a spring chicken. Here we go. I'm going to go away and come back again to see if that helps me on the text. I am so sorry you have a problem on the text, Jim. Try it again. Try it again. I don't know what it is. Text is coming in here fine. High five, Mr. Somebody. How you doing? Good morning. I'm a little early this morning. Sorry about that, guys. I got up a little early and I was setting things up and I hit the wrong button. Well, it was the right button. I got live 20 minutes earlier than I thought. So it didn't, it's okay. I'm just thought I'd come on live for a little while this morning, me and Ruth. TL, good morning. How you doing, TL? How are things with you? Hopefully you're doing well. And hopefully everybody's doing well. And thank you. And thank you for coming on, TL. Mr. Somebody, Jim, Art, Just a Bill, Sammy, Jim Allner, Mitch, thanks for coming on. Artco. Let's see. Yeah, thanks for coming on this morning. Let's see. Packing my bags. So you're packing your bags heading away. What's that song go? I'm packing my bags. There's a song. Packing my bags. I can't sing. There's a lot of guys go on and sing, but I'm embarrassed of me singing. I'm very embarrassed. Now here it's natural for people to sing, but for someone like me that I'm very embarrassed for myself to even think about singing. I mean, people used to tell me in the States, don't sing, Tom, you're better off, So when I come here, I just don't sing. Of course, it's normal for somebody that doesn't sing and sing horribly to sing. And for me, I feel like someone would laugh or make fun or something like that, so I don't do it. So TL, where are you packing your bags to? You going to Davao first? Where are you headed? See, I even brought my coffee up and left it over there. Ruth just spotted. So, packing my bags. So, Mr. Somebody, where are you located? You here? Are you here in the Philippines? Or are you somewhere else? Mr. Mitch, good morning again. Bangkok, Phuket, and then CDO. Oh, how are you? Oh, good. Good. You really like it. You really like it. Bangkok. That's really nice. Yeah, maybe you and family visit while I'm waiting for the paper to get through approved. That would be a good idea, Mitch. It really would. We catch a holiday like ours out of school a couple of days. Go to Thailand. They say it's really beautiful and inexpensive cost-wise. I don't know if that's true. I know that I think it was Gio or somebody went there recently, and they said they had a good time. I have to check it out. Good morning, Mr. Rick. How you doing? How are things with you? Yeah, let me know, TL, and maybe me and Rick and some of the guys can. Rick's over in CDO, and get together and meet for coffee, if anything, So if you're in that area and you're going to be there for a little while in CDL, because I think Rick is, Rick about an hour away, something like that, or a little less. Um, a little meat, have a cup of coffee. I'm looking forward. Yeah, always look forward, not behind. Look behind, it's too much stuff, right? Always look forward. Yeah, exactly right. If you look behind, then you make yourself sick thinking about the stuff behind. Go look forward. It's all positive. Yeah, because, it's like my father always told me, you live one time. You take advantage of every day, not just, don't dwell on that because that was yesterday. Dwell on today. If you did something bad yesterday, just fix it for today. Don't do it again. That's all. If you want to do bad all the time, do bad all the time. But not really, but still, it's like so many people look to the back, but look forward. Yeah. Close to 4. 4 hours. I am so sorry. I did not realize it was 4 hours, Rick. Okay, 4 hours. Wow. Okay. Serious question. What does it need health insurance for? Is for hospital stays, medical procedures? Yes, Art. For you, say for instance you have a heart attack, you're here. How are you going to pay for it? Cash? No worries. Insurance? More than likely not going to happen. So, because what happened during COVID? They took in a lot of patients, and the hospital companies did not pay the bills from COVID, and so the hospitals now are cash only, and they're holding people ransom in a lot of hospitals until they pay their bill. But there are ways around it. There are ways if you have property, or if you had land, or you have somebody in the States who can front you the money, they will sign a promissory note, but you have to put up something like land, car, house, motorcycles, business, and they will let you out of the hospital. And I'm talking even if it's $50,000, which is $1,000. But most hospital stays have gone up just horrendous. Like now they're $4, $5, $8, $10,000 just for simple procedures now, because they're trying to survive too. They're trying to survive. I made it back. So is it better, Art, Jim? Who do you think is the best insurance? 60 plus folks. I mean, insurance you buy in North America for traveling. There are great traveler insurance companies. Aetna's one, United's one, Artco. There are many great companies out there. There's some travel insurance companies like Aetna, United. Those are the ones that come off the top of my head. Blue Cross Blue Shield has one, travel insurance. You might check into those. Might check into AAA. They have access to a lot of travel companies and tell them you're going overseas and you want to go do travel insurance. Now, some of the guys are taking that travel insurance and turning it permanent. So they're taking and buying the policy and the trip and then taking it and asking them, can we go permanent? Meaning, once I get to the Philippines, can you cover me for a year or 2 years, whatever, and I'll pay the fees. And of course, price is going to be monthly fees and it's going to go up. Omer? Honey, help me. My texts keep disappearing. British expat. Good morning, John. Great question. City versus province. Where would you like to live, John? I think you live in kind of like the city, but province, right? You're out. I like living kind of midstream. Province versus the city. Access to the city, but still have the province living. Simple life. I think you do that if you live out like an hour or 30 minutes out of a town or city, but you can still go to town, taxi, car. Jim, it sounds like kid. When nobody get out of the hospital, you pay your bill. I know. Yeah, I know. There's many stories I could tell you. And we just got one out on Cebu. Same thing. Is stuck and couldn't pay the bill, and so they had a guard at the door. So, they want you to pay your bill. And it's against the law for them to do that, but they do it anyway. It's Philippines. There's no, what they do in Manila is what they do different in Cebu, and what they do is different in Zamboanga, different than what they do in Naga. So it's completely different wherever the governors and whoever matches that. It's just a different world. Yeah, it's sad to say it happens. It happens a lot. did not personally, but I, with my phone call and helped get a guy out of Cebu Hospital the day before yesterday. His bill was $8,000. We called the embassy. I called my friend Paul at the embassy. He sent a consular there, which lives in Cebu, there to the hospital. And people don't know. First line of defense, call your embassy. Call your embassy. Call your embassy. Call your embassy. They will help you get out. So the hospital is paying his bill. I mean, the U.S. Embassy is paying his bill. He's going to be shipped. He's going to be deported back to the United States, or has a choice, find the means to pay back the $8,000. If not, the United States government will take his passport, ship him back to the States. He doesn't get his passport back until he pays the bill. And as he said, what do I care? I'm going back to the States free of charge, even though I'm not. They're going to pay it, and I just had to pay the bills back. Well, I don't want the passport. I'm going to stay in the States, and that's what's his idea. I'm thinking about getting travel insurance and perhaps buying stock in a local hospital. I hear you get free health care, shareholder in Philippines hospital. That's good. I don't know that that's good. Yeah, get travel insurance. No matter what, traveler's insurance is always good, no matter what. Because if you get sick, and it covers you for a period of time, well, it depends on the plan. There's many plans out there. Yeah. If that's the case, if you buy stock, a lot of hospitals are privately owned and they don't have stock. And what I mean by that is they won't sell stock. In the public hospitals, for sure, you don't want to even don't go near them. Just don't go near them. The public hospitals, unless you absolutely have to, it's the only hospital around. The private hospitals for expats is the way to go. But a lot of private hospitals are owned by doctors themselves and a group of doctors. Try to decide if they need to keep U.S. insurance. You can if you plan on using it here in like Guam. If you're not going to use it, United States insurance. Well, now, don't quote me. You check with your provider. They may cover here. They may say, hey, I covered there. We are covered. No matter what we have, we're covered. And if that's the case, that's fine. In other words, you're covered. You have a hospital. It's going to be taken care of. Yeah. 45 minutes from Baguio. Okay. So you're up there. Okay, good. How's the temperatures? You have normal temperatures? Or are you hot there, John? Is it hot there where you're at? I still can't see any text people put up. Jim, that's weird. I'm so sorry, Jim. I don't know. You're not blocked because I can read it. So it had nothing to do with that. So I don't know. It's weird. I heard they can't hold in the hospitals until you pay. Now implies you have a private room. Well, this particular hospital was a public hospital that the guy was into that we got him out of. So I don't know. I think it depends on who it is and where you're at and what city and what. So.
Good morning, everyone.
Who's this? Hello there. How are you? Hello, stranger. There you go. Yeah. So, hold on in here. Jim, sorry about that. Just Bill, you're right. I agree. Tom, planning on being a snowbird in outskirts of Cebu. Probably going to be there for about 4 months. Using the house or jump off point. Get around Southeast Asia and Australia. High five. High five. Hey, that'll be really nice. Hey, Mitch, you gonna swim with the whales?
Swim with the whales, Omer.
My dog is a nuisance. He is a nuisance.
Sit down.
Lorma Hospital, San Fernando, just 20 minutes away, private. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. TL Roll, good morning. How you doing, TL?
Need to check.
I need to check with my HR department, see if I can pick up the retiree insurance if I drop it and move overseas. Might be worth paying it, the coverage if I return. It's entirely up to you. It depends. My insurance, it was good for me to keep. In other words, I kept it for a while. It was cheap. And what I mean cheap, it was like $80 a month for the plan that I was on. Good morning, Ruth.
Good morning.
Tom, I've been blocked from Super Chat after the first one. What?
Eh?
I don't know. I don't know how that. How is that? Is there something on the phones that they changed?
I don't know. YouTube, you know.
Well, I don't know, Mitch. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Where's your phone? Give me a phone so I can check it. I'll check it. I don't know how they do that stupid stuff. Stopping by, Claude. How you doing? How you doing? How is Mr. Claude, Jessica, and the new babies? Yeah, beautiful babies. Your folks moved recently from where to where? We didn't move. We're just traveling around. We still have the houses. We're just traveling around. We're decided to get out and explore more of the Philippines and enjoy it, and to get more into the life of things here. Mark King, good morning. How's Mr. Mark King doing? I take you to your blessed house. No, we're not. We're not in Marama. We're in another area. We're in Mindinao. Yes, planning to go on Oslo and swimming with his Welsh. It's been about 12 years. Yeah, it's really nice. You'll enjoy yourself, Mitch. You really will. Very good, my friend. Yeah. Hey, Mitch, it's very nice down there. It really is. I gotta spank my dog here. It's driving me crazy. Let's find out what's going on with that. Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, go ahead and send it. Just send it. It's $1. Come on. $2. All right, so very good. Jessica says hi to Ruth.
Hello, Jessica.
Yeah, we're gypsies. That's exactly right. We have no home. Bye. Oh. What does that say? Cap, and then that one. You know the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm fine. Thanks for asking, Mark King. I can use TRICARE.
Yeah. After the name.
0. Oh, no. Here, hold my phone. Hold my. All right, we're trying to see if we can get this thing to work, Mitch. We were PayPal. Talk. Huh.
Rick, I can use Striker as I'm retired military. Pay upfront, then get reimbursed like 8 to 9 months. Dati eh.
Oh, well. My PayPal's not going through. I don't know, Mitch. It drives me crazy. I need to know the German gentleman that has the rooms. Yeah. Honey, you remember that German place we stayed down there?
Which one?
In Boholoon? Mitch needs that name. Tom, what did your house roll down the hill? No, it's still there. We're still there. We decided just to get out and enjoy ourselves, you know. Get out of the province, go a little bit more of the city. There's no city there where I'm at. I was 4 hours from the city one way, 5 hours from the city the other way. Okay, it'll come on. So it'll get to the point where we were just having a hard time. We were just enjoying ourselves, and it got to the point where I wanted to get out. My health was declining. My health went heck. Ruth, okay, that went through.
It's okay.
Well, he was saying himself.
Oh.
Yeah. So you remember? Okay, Mitch. I tell you what, we're gonna look at that and figure that name and get you that information where we stay there in Cebu. So the house is there, fine.
I forget that.
We just had to. What I had to do was I had to. My health was declining a lot. Had a hard time walking. Now I can walk with the best of them. I can go around and do everything I can do. My knee and my leg, I had my leg swollen up 3 times the size. I had to have a little work done. Yeah, I moved a bit. Yeah, for convenience. That's exactly right. It was easier for me. I enjoy it. I think Ruth and R enjoy it more than I do personally. What do you think about living in a city in the province?
Yeah. City. I like it.
It's okay. Say it.
I like it here because some of the things in the market is cheaper than compared to there because maybe the distance where they get that product kind of like example fish. So some fish in Merrimack is the cheapest one is 180 like that. The one you can buy in Merrimack for 260 per kilo, it's only 160 per kilo here, so it's 100 peso like
So you save $2.
price, like
Yeah. A pound or kilo, I'm
because
sorry.
they're close to the sea, and
Yeah.
if that fish from Zamboanga is closer here, Zamboanga compared to Bukidnon.
They had, there's a lot of, I would say, for us, there's more pros living close out in between the city than the province. It's more, we have more things to do. Yeah, it's harder in the boondocks when you say sweet ride van. Yeah, exactly. We miss the van, but I don't miss the van, you know. And to be honest with you, I'm glad I'm not driving in the cities.
Traffic.
Uh, Davao was a nightmare. In fact, we're talking to the drivers. You cannot even, it's impossible to get them all in 5 minutes. And you live 5 minutes away. You can walk it in the hot sun is better, and walking that kilometer and a half than to take a taxi. Because the taxi takes 20 minutes. That's how many people are on the roads. It's full, packed all the time. And it's getting to where Ruth and I just saying, come on. So going places can be complicated. And of course, always construction too. They're doing a lot of construction everywhere. Doing a lot of construction on the roads.
Art garden.
Go, get off in it. Yeah.
What is your favorite fish, Ruth? If you had the choice of any fish in the world and money is not object, what is fish you like the best? For me is salmon. The best one for me because
Same here with me.
yeah.
R is tilapia. R doesn't eat fish. Very rarely. She'll eat bulad, which is the dried fish, and selective there. And then her being Filipina, she just won't eat it. She is very picky as my daughter feeding her. It is impossible to feed her sometimes. She'll eat like rice with powdered milk before she'll eat a meal. And she's 15 now, and it's just, she needs the protein. She needs that it's growing girl, you know, but it's hard to feed her. I moved to the sticks. There are things I miss. Mandawi.
But
Yeah.
not much.
Yeah.
Mandawi, Cebu.
Good morning. How you
Good
doing?
morning.
Cebu's a beautiful place. And Cebu, the good thing about it, you can get down on the islands, like south there, where Mitch is going to be going. It's nice. It's just one way in, one way out. You know, it's normal, but it's okay. People say, oh, you can get down there really fast. It took us a couple hours to get down there, but I don't know. It's just the bus system and everything else. I like white fishes, like halibut. Yeah, me too. I like halibut. I'm a white fish guy also. I don't
I
like
like
the dark.
the one that's also the flat one. It's like pampano fish because it can be
Flounder, maybe?
pampano.
Okay. I like
The one remember that I'm using for steaming
yeah.
fish like that. It's white still. It's white.
That fish reminds me of a bass fish.
Yeah.
Michael and Heidi, high five.
Michael and I, good morning.
Tagbilaran Bohol is nice.
Tagbilaran.
we have to get over that neck of the woods. They say it's nice over there, and we'll have to get over that neck of the woods and see what's going on over there. And we'll do that. I like travel around the Philippines. It just it gets costly too. You know, but you'd be surprised. Things are cheap. Things are cost as much here as they do in the States, believe it or not. The taxi ride is not bad. It costs $3 to $5 compared to $25 or $30 to start in the States. That's cheap, but even you're going to spend $60 or $80 for transportation on a ship or more. Also Finch. Oh man,
everything's from.
He's in Mexico. Yeah.
Aqua Calientes.
Oh, Agua Calientes. Where is that? Hey, I am so glad that during the COVID you got situated and ended up there. Quite a few, not thousands, but quite a few Americans have actually found peace and really nice and quiet place living in Mexico. In fact, I got a friend. He's going there instead of coming here. Says more.
Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico is it's westernized, but it's safe where he's going. Suppose as what he said, you know. But it's like anywhere here, you know. So, hi Michael and Heidi. I like where I live. Things are slowly getting better, but I do like CDO, and maybe in the future we'll buy a 1-bedroom small place close to the city. Yeah, CDO is nice. Trout is good. Yeah, smoked right. Yeah, I love trout too. Trout, fish. You would love catching those. You can't go. Isn't it something?
I don't know.
You can't go fishing here. Where are you gonna go fishing at?
In the sea.
All right. We've been racking our brains trying to find a place where Ruth can go fishing. It's not like the States where you go to that pond over there, you're gonna catch some fish, or that little lake, especially in Florida. You're gonna catch fish. No matter where you go, you're gonna catch fish in a lake or pond or wherever you're at. River, you can fish there, and you fish off the banks. But here, you can't. It's impossible. And some of the places you want to fish, you really don't want to fish because there's a lot of methane gas, you know, from the sewers. Get off in it. Fishing is my daughters. Very picky. My wife baffled at their pickiness. What do you mean you don't like what kind of fish? You're a Filipino. You like all fish, but many mom and dad is kind of. It's funny. You're right. I asked I says, what can we feed you?
Ever since she don't like that. She only like the tilapia.
Yeah, she would get on tilapia, and that's exactly right. And she won't eat anything else. She is really hard to fend. Now, if I go to the mall, she don't have a problem finding a hamburger or fries. She's really westernized. Not by me. She's that way, always been like that. She's like that before, right?
Yeah.
She's just, even before I came and I met her, her mother's just having a hard time with her eating. Ruth can go fish in Prescott, Arizona. I said, let's go fishing. Okay, so we're trying to find. We're on the maps. We're here. We're there. We're all over the place. There's no fishing. They don't fish here like what we fish. You know, throw the pole out, throw it. They don't fish. You'll see a few on the banks, some of the places that will fish with pole, but very rarely. You don't see a lot of that. No snow or ice. Exactly. Hot. You're in Florida, there's water, there's fish. It is. It's like, Mitch, tell me if I'm wrong. They say they transport them from the snowbirds, where they're in the water a lot, and eggs catch to their feet, and then they transport them all over the place, and so that's the reason a lot of those fish. And some of them are actually treated, you know, with fish. Mama, I don't want rice today. Can I have waffle? Fries every day instead? That's exactly. R wants hash browns every day. I said, honey, you can't have hash browns. You got to eat meat. It's impossible. So I started putting stuff on her plate. Then she gets angry. she just, I said, you have to eat it before you get up. And it may be a teaspoon. And it's like torture to get it up. So the easiest way to do that is say, listen, if you don't eat that, no phone. No phone? Done. Mitch, high five. So he got it working. Maybe we broke the barrier, Mitch. I don't know what happened with that. But you know YouTube. Mom, I don't want rice today. Can I have waffle fries? We went to S&R, and Ruth and even myself was really excited to go in there. And we were looking, and they have French fries in the bag. So that's what we're looking to get, is a big thing of French fries. So we can have, so that's a treat for us, French fries. Because it's not normal to have, we don't normally have French fries here. I had to turn the phone off and back on. Oh, is that what it was, Mitch? It was, this phone is saying, if I don't turn it off.
Outside, babe, quickly.
No, I leave him outside. He's driving me crazy today. Can we just that aircon up just a little? It's hot in here. Yes, that one. There you go. He's gonna come back in. You gotta have to lock the door. You have R let him outside. Sorry about that, guys. R said the other day, can I have a Blizzard? I said, of course. So I give her the money to go get a Blizzard. It's $3, no big deal. She comes back and she says, I want a bigger one. I said, honey, that $3 one looks pretty big. So, do I have to go by myself? I said, honey, it's right down the stairs, right there. I can see it. Oh, I see it. And it's afraid. I said, you need to learn. You're 15 now. You need to learn to go and do things on your own. Daddy's watching you, so you'll be safe. So she went there and come back. She says, I found money in my pocket, which I knew she had money. And she said, I got the biggest one. I said, okay. So she had that. And then, of course, dinner time, she wasn't ready to eat. But as kids, I don't treat her. It's like she doesn't get that every day. She won't have that again this month. She can have it if she wants. We'll go, but she don't get that. But I'm not picky about a meat. I do not mind how it's cooked. I can cook anywhere from 5 cents both sides, burn it on both sides. We'll probably be there the last 2 months of 2023. Okay, Mitch. Thank you so much for the super chat. 2023, so November, December. I'll get you that information on down in Bochum and that German place. It's really nice. I like the guy. He's a good guy. The family. We went there during Christmas that year, and they had a Christmas party, and the German and Americans and Australians and New Zealanders were there, and people from all over, and they invited us over to the party, and we had a good time. It was really a nice gathering. I got to meet some really interesting people from all over the world, from Saudi. They were all going down to the swimming for the whales. I met a guy from Saudi, a very rich guy. And I say rich, he had his own driver and security, so they stopped off there to meet. I had the first 2 months and the first 2 months 2024. Okay, so you're gonna stay 4 months. That'll be nice. You'll enjoy it, which you already know all about the Philippines anyway. You know a lot more than I do about it. I like Cebu. I sometimes I didn't like the inner city part of Cebu because it was very graffiti and things like that. But it has a lot to offer there. Cebu's really, listen, Cebu, even Davo's growing. Even CDO's growing. These cities are growing. Even the town of Marama growing, getting an airport. So once that airport comes in, it's really going to change the dynamic of the area. You're going to get taxis in the area. You're going to get more business because people, travelers, businessmen will come there. So it's really going to open it up. Ruth and I, our house is like on a pathway going to the airport, a back way. So people live like towards Marawi in that area, which is a lot of people come down that way. they will go by my house and go there. I did not swim with the whale sharks. That day we were going to do that. It was a thunderstorm, rainy day, and they didn't want to go out on the water, and so we missed our shot. We were only there. We decided to wait to the next trip, and we just never did get down there to do it. We wanted to, and I can't swim, so the girls didn't want it. They were afraid, and I can't swim. Now if I have flippers on, I can swim. But remember, I'm from Prescott, Arizona. We didn't necessarily have a lot of water there for me to learn to swim, and I didn't learn to swim. There was a city pool, but it's one of those pools where you go to it and there's, instead of 100, there's 300 people in a small pool. Good morning, Ken Unger. How you doing, Mr. Ken? Ken, how's the car business? Is it good? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. After all that said about meat, I do like cooked medium rare. The best with cook the meat anymore. The medium rare. Yeah. Yeah, you can eat rare. Yeah. Meat here. You can find some good beef. You have to be selective, and the key is to put it in a pressure cooker. Get your pressure cooker, put it in a pressure cooker, because it's going to be tough because they cut it wrong. They just don't know how to cut beef. This is all there is to it. If you get the frozen steaks in from wherever, you may find that it's not a grain fed or grass fed. You may find it's something else. The taste is going to be off. I've yet to have a good steak here. Now, I did receive good hamburger, and at the place called, the one Rick Morris and I went to, Citrus or whatever it's called, restaurant. And I did get a good hamburger when I was there. And Ruth and them had a good steak also. It was really good and tender. It was really ground beef. So I asked the guy, I said, where'd you get your ground beef? He said, we have it flown in from Thailand. And frozen, of course. And it comes in on a dry ice frozen truck. And it's shipped into CDO, and then they pick it up at the dock and bring it in. So, and it's really good beef. So there's probably beef there, I guess. I do. I swim just like a rock. When I go in the pool, I go down. Yeah, I just never learn. And I've been swimming over my head, of course, with flippers on. And it's fine. I've been to Hawaii many times, and I just tell them get me the biggest pair of flippers that they can find, and I'd jump in there and go swimming. I went to a place where they filmed the Magnum PI, with the helicopter pad and all that stuff, and so I went snorkeling there. I went all the places like that, and I enjoyed it. Car bid's slowing down a bit. Hey, I was watching a guy. Rar could tell you the name. She loves this guy selling cars. He's buying cars down in Florida, $1,000. You can buy a car down there for $1,000. A really nice car, and he's reselling them up in Pennsylvania or New Hampshire, where he's from. The car lots. I do have a friend there in Florida. He was telling me you can buy a nice car for $1,000, $2,000 now in Florida, right there in Sanford, there, Mitch, and to Orlando. Thing. I'm back, John Rogers. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for coming on, John. I'm a fan of the city in any country. Have to be a few hours away. I like taking overnight Cebu on occasion.
Cebu.
Circa. That's it. Circa. Sorry. You're right, Rick. Howdy, John Rogers. Good to see you. Oh, this is Wolfen. Where you been? I've been worried about you.
It changes.
You changed your name. John, I've been worried about you. What's going on with you? Where you been? I even sent a note to JG or BT if they heard from you. Where you been? You're an authentic Filipino, Tom. You can't swim. Arizona's no excuse. Get yourself in the pool and learn. When you come here next time, Art, me and you go swimming. You teach me. But remember, I'm 6'2". This is going to 5 foot, okay? Hey, Wolfie's here. Have you been hiding? Yeah, I can float. I can float on my stomach. Well, I don't have a problem. I got a big belly, so it floats anyway. And as R says, I have big boobies, so I float. Beef from Thailand? You sure it's beef? I know.
Are you sure it's beef?
I don't know.
It's not.
It tasted like beef. You know, it's funny, but yeah, Indonesia. He says Indonesia, Thailand. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I've been busy. Busy bee. What have you been doing? Are you here? Here? Or are you back there? Are you
Still
there?
here in Philippines. How?
Swim in the pool. Said hi, dog swim.
I learned, but I was swimming.
I honestly, my brothers can swim. I cannot. I was just never taught. And I asked my mother, I said, what, you didn't like me? She says, you're too old. I said, can you swim? No. I said, okay, Mom. It's a deal. I'm 6'2" as well. Maybe we can go surfing at swimming lessons. Right. Me on the surfboard. Okay, hey, you know what? Yeah, buddy, I'll get out there on it. It'd be laying down on it, going down the, yeah. No, but it'd be fun. It ought to be fun. Marcella and I are praying for a short wait to improve for her visa. Oh, she's coming there for her to stay. Well, John, I tell you what, I've been missing you. I think I sent you some emails and message, so I'm glad to see you're doing well, and I'm glad you're okay. I worried about you, you know, only because, you know, all friends. Michael and Heidi, Ken Unger, Ford, you're saying hi to everybody. Yeah, so Ken, I noticed too, the market's getting overrun with used cars. And I don't know what's going to happen with it.
Here?
Yeah, Ken's here.
In Philippines?
No, I think he's back home working. He's back home working. I don't know. Ken, you planning on coming, retiring soon, or are you?
Ken Unger is here.
No, he's I think he's back home working. I'm only guessing, you know. So yeah.
Ken, it's there.
Yeah, Ken, how are you? Where are you at? Ruth says, where are you at, Ken? Are you here? Are you there? And John?
Are you here? Are you there?
John Rogers? Many people ask me about you. Where you been? Been in poor health. Montego Revenge. Oh, see, okay. I was back over GC Maureen. Now back home, going back in January. I said, high five. So he's in his home in the States. Yeah. Well, I know Maureen misses you. You got a great lady there, Ken. I'm so happy for you. Some of me, I'm not sure what type. Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever it was I ate, it was good.
I think that's horse.
It could have been. Could have been horse. I don't know. It was good. It was good. But you ate the same meat and tacos, darling. Don't hit Daddy. She's hitting me. She's always pinching me. Yeah, what you doing over there?
I think it's.
You're not even.
It's Lamake.
You still there in Tennessee? Yeah. Great place, Tennessee. Are you in up?
Tennessee.
He's up Chattanooga, I think, like that. Well, hopefully, if the Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise. Yeah. Hope and pray, willing. You guys pray for us and our visa so we can get there. Because I'm moving into Mark King's house with Mark King.
Dog.
Uncle Joe won't let my wife fly. Let her fly. Uncle Joe let her fly. She can fly. Her arms will get tired, but she can fly. But really, John, I guess we're waiting on our visa just like everybody else. Flipside Burger CDO. Try it out, okay? Flipside Burgers in CDO. Flipside, okay? We'll have to check that place out. Flipside Burgers. I like burgers. So Mark King, you like your meat. And I don't want to talk negative about anything, but have you guys ever seen a thin vegetarian? I know many vegetarians. How many thin vegetarians do you guys know? I don't know of one. Usually they replace the meat and protein that they're missing for something else, sugars, carbs, something. Gino, good morning.
Gino Clark.
How you doing, Gino? Tom, you come here, there's a lot of meat walking around all my places. It's easy to feed you. Yeah. You go out there and just get a cow, right? The temp is cooler in Oklahoma. Hello, Toledo City, Philippines. Hi, Tom and family. Gino, good morning.
Gino.
How was everything with you? I am glad to see you, and hopefully everything is well with you and your wonderful wife and family. I know that you had a lot of things going on, but it's great to see you. Thank you for coming on. We're still here in Mindinao, Philippines. We're waiting on our visa to go through. It's a long process because I guess apparently millions of people want to come to the United States of America and enjoy the benefits of America, I guess. I mean, so many people. I talked to a gentleman the other day from the embassy, and he was telling me that 150 people to 200 people a day are flying out of the Philippines, going back to their countries. And 150 Americans a day is flying back out. There was 850,000 here in 2019 and 20. Now there's less than 300,000 Americans here. It's amazing. A lot of it's because of insurance, hospitals. Uncle Joe can't hear you. He's sleeping. Wake him up. Busy, been busy. Wife started a channel. Awesome. Send us a link. See if you put the link in here. It's okay. We don't know if there's cows though. Scanning YouTube. Wolfen, when you're planning on going home to the Philippines, yeah. Not know there is. Hey, Mark, you guys saying I can. So, when is you bought good beef one time in Marama.
Yeah, that's you go early in the morning.
Is that's one time in 8 years? Really? One time in 8 years we got good beef. So it's just a matter of you guys know, it's just a matter of planning it and getting it. In fact, Gino, are you let's see, scanning YouTube. Are you planning on coming to visit, or are you just going to stay there for a while there in the States? I know there's quite a few people coming here to retire here. Oops, sorry. And retire for good, which is good. Not know there is, Ken. Just waiting for my place to get 300K to sell it. Right now it's around 250. Oh, good. Good. Well, don't sell it till we get there so we have a place to stay. I'm joking, Mark. It's not entirely sure why so many are leaving. My first guess would be medical issues and treatments. That's exactly right. That's what they were saying. It was medical treatments. Some just couldn't deal with the country. He said they had a few that just couldn't deal with the country. The infrastructure was not for them. They're not into the buckets and no hot water, and the buckets and toilets to the floor, things of that nature. They just weren't set for that, and even in the city. So some left of that, but it's hospital care, that, and the prices, cost. He said cost was a thing. I said prices have increased here. Some said he said that they were telling him that they're going back because it's cheaper in the States for them, because they can live off grid there in the States and just completely live off grid and be cheaper than living in the Philippines off grid, because the electric's just went up again. I don't like paying $150, $180, $160, $140 a month for electric. It's pricey. Possibly with hope. I see. I understand. God bless, Mr. Mitch. God bless, Mr. Mitch. Where do the states plan to locate? We're thinking about Florida. Although we have family in Texas, and I do have friends in Arizona and Prescott. In fact, I do have family still. I have cousins in Prescott, Arizona still, believe it or not. So we're planning to make the gambit, but eventually end up there in Florida. I have a good school for RR to go to. It's a no problem school. It's a public school. They don't have any issues. They do have walk-through metal detectors. There's no issues there. Hasn't been issues there. Fairly good teachers. So we're gonna, and I checked that out. And of course, I'm still in contact with a lot of people there, because living there all my life and know a lot of people. And I just stayed in contact with everybody. I early wake up call at 5:30 a.m. rocket work. Okay, Mr. Mitch. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, my good friend. And thank you for the super chat today, and I'll see you next time. Arrive in New York City, Chicago. I get food and shelter, but my friend Tom family are still waiting. Yes. Isn't that something? That's what I said. I'm going to Mexico, Michael, to visit. Tijuana. High five. Thank you, Mr. Mitch. I am home here in Tennessee. Wife moved to Manila. We could be approved within 6 months. That's good. But the counter says 11 months, but I have priority status. Good. Good, good, good. Yes, I understand. And I have an idea about the priority status. It's okay. High five. I hope she gets approved tomorrow. I pray she gets approved tomorrow, John. I want everybody to be happy. That's the kind of guy I am. So I hope you get approved tomorrow. Good morning, Matthew. High five. High five. We're going to the mall half hour where they have good selection of food and beef, but we get better chicken where I live. Yeah. I like, there is a place where we get some pretty good chicken in town there, but they do have some good chicken here, I have to tell you. We ate at a restaurant, it had some good chicken. It really was good chicken. She's going to work while she waits. 2 years to fix their system. So is it going to take you 2 years? Or is it going to do it? Our spinning, we're praying and hoping by December. We're just praying and hoping by December, guys. We're praying and hoping and everything's fine. Get a flight to Tijuana, then get your steps, Tom, and stroll over to San Diego. Amen. Exactly. Yep.
San Diego.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Tired of messing with this stuff. Sorry, I'm super late. It's okay, Gavino. Thank you so much for coming on, my good friend. Thank you for spending your valuable time. We appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Do we have our Christmas decorations up? No. It's a Burr month, and this is the first. No, we didn't have them set up last year. The year before we set them up, but no, it's not on now. As far as the cost of living, I don't have a mortgage or rent, no car or motorcycle payments. I rebuilt Toyota Prado and paid cash for the bikes. Yeah. You know what? That's the key. It's anywhere you live. What are your costs? Can you live in the states in which you can live here? Yeah, you can. It's how you live. Will you have better food, better quality of life? Possibly. Maybe not. It just depends where you live, right? Out in the middle of the desert, you're not going to have any care. You guys would not believe the hospitals here, okay? I'm just going to say, you won't believe it. Don't get sick. Just don't get sick. That's all I'm saying. Please don't get sick. And I don't care if it's a private care hospital. I don't care if it's a public care hospital. You go into a private care hospital, you can still wait a while if you're having a heart attack in the ambulance, okay? It's not. Oh, people say, it's no problem. Up here in Iloilo, we have a perfect hospital. Yeah, but you get 3,000 people in front of you, or 200 people, or even 10, or 2 people in front of you. It takes the doctor's time. You may be out there, but it's true. Greetings from Pasadena, Gavino. Pasadena, oh, it's a beautiful place. Pasadena. We're in June, Tennessee. Are you, John? Oh, where are you? I'm thinking about moving there to establish rent for no state income taxes. Just to build.
Stay there, Umar.
Look at Texas. There is land you can actually buy in Texas. When you buy, all right. Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. You can buy land from $2,000, $3,000 to $5,000 and up. Lots. From a quarter acre to half acre, high and dry, with electric and water. Some have septic. These are lots that they're selling. You can actually buy them. There's a guy online that actually does this for a living. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of lots that they're selling, and you can buy them. You pay $200, $300 down. You pay no interest until the loan's paid off. They're owner financed. You can go online. I have links to all these places. If you guys are interested in it, just let me know. Just email me at young.tom23. I'll gladly send it to you. You can buy a lot for $5,000. Ruth and I looked at a lot of them. High and dry lots, a mile or two from town, and you can actually, the state taxes, the tax on the land is $50 a year, like that. So if you're interested, let me know. Very selective about what we want and what we need. Yeah, exactly. What I want and what I need. I just need quality of life, good food, and a place that I can walk without, for exercise, you know, get my 10,000 steps in. Boy, when God gets it done, He gets it done. Amen. Amen to that. You're right about that. Remember, He's making a list, checking it twice. Exactly. He sure is. Good morning, Miss Mars. How you doing?
Hello, Miss Mars.
Hi, Mars. How's Miss Mars? Does Tijuana not work? You can try going to Canada too. There's a lot better. True. Yeah, that's true. That's for sure. Canada will do it. Hospitals can be a precarious situation. Sure can be. When I come, honest, when I come to get her requirements done with her in tow, I'm gonna go to Stock.com. All you have to do is just call me John. I'll pick you up, you and Mama, and the babies, and we'll go do our thing. And have a lot about, yeah, Flagstaff. If Gavino, it's funny that you said that. There's land there in Flagstaff for sale. High and dry, water, has water, and it has septic and power. I saw it yesterday for $4,000. It's 1 acre. 1 acre. It's up there though, but it's okay. It's 7 miles from Flagstaff. But there's other houses up there too. You know how you guys know how people spread out, you know? They spread out. But they're all off grid. They're off grid. Solar. And they go do a thing. Hard to get to Mexico from the Philippines. Most flights go through U.S. and you have to get travel visa to go to U.S. Also need a visa to get into Mexico. Yeah, you can, I think it's, I forget what it's called. Somebody sent me some information on that. We can get flight. There was, oh man, what was it? There was an airline flying to Mexico from here. I forgot what the name of it now. I'd tell you wrong if I, but anyway, you can fly to Mexico from here. And you don't have to go through U.S. Anyway, I have to think about it. Flagstaff is not far from Prescott, exactly. Boy, we used to go there all the time skiing. Now I can ski. If you want, I can't surf, but I can ski. I'm still only staying in Tennessee for a few months. Then moving to the Philippines. I would be looking for rent, not to buy. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, Tennessee. Tennessee's a great place. I have family that lives in Dixon and Paris, Tennessee, and Jackson. Probably doing a lot of touring around U.S. during that time. Just Bill, the U.S. has a lot to offer for sure. Some of the guys left here, going back to States, and said they'd rather tour there than tour here because getting around here can be quite complicated. You know, getting around. What I mean by that is the catching the ship. They said, okay, it starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to catch it, and it may be 4 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock the next day or 2 days from now. So you really have to have a lot of patience here. Just signing for taxes, I see. It's wintertime, Flaxus. It's too cold for one who likes shoveling snow, prefer shovel sunshine. Yeah. I read all that. Hello, everyone. Mars. I'm doing great. We are doing well. We're doing well. Sedona. Yeah, I love Sedona. My old stomping grounds, all that stuff there. Yeah, look up Sedona. Sedona's a beautiful place. We used to travel up in there. We lived in Prescott and grew up there, and we would go all over. We'd go to Jerome. We'd go all over the place, man, and just enjoy ourselves. We'd even take off and go to Grand Canyon. That's last year. There was a guy that was sleeping in his front porch and was attacked by a bear and killed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, there's bear.
Why he sleep in the porch?
He just fell asleep, probably. So comfortable. Are you, man? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mark King. We don't want more Yankees to move in. They're bringing down the neighborhood. Now, Ruth, come this way. We're free and going to drinking red. Boy, that's country. Brew coming this way. We are free and gun toting. Shine drinking. What does it say? Red state as y'all get. I'm thinking either Chattanooga or Union City, but Union City doesn't feel safe. Union City's fine. It's fine. Chattanooga's fine. Heidi, I would like to visit Guam. Never been there. Guam, I would. Sir Liner, Mike, he goes there all the time. He loves it there. He says it's just like going to the States. He said it's just like the States. He said it's just like you got off the plane, you're in Florida. He considers it like Florida, where you can get off and go to the beach. I want to be near an Amtrak line. Okay. All right. All right. Good morning, James Gilbert. How you doing, my good friend? Good to see you. John, I'm originally from New York. Have slowly moved south, currently in Virginia. Gavino, Morrisville, don't sleep on the porch in bear country. Exactly. Tom just had a fine head building dream log cabin too. Hey, I tell you what, they do have some kits you can buy, but do these ready-made sheds? They got them.
It's nice, Daddy.
Yeah, log cabin. Yeah, it's nice. A lot of work though. Doggone, he's up there in the bruised punks. Well, John, you're right. I never worry about the country people. Some of the nicest people in the world, country people. What? The first time I ever went to Waverly, Tennessee, I was in riding a three-wheeler, and I met some country people that own land there. Come to find out, they were sons of Loretta Lynn, and they took me to the house, and that's how I met Loretta Lynn, the singer, and their daddy. What was the daddy's name? I forgot his name. Met him. He was sitting on the porch drinking him a big thing of iced tea with some moonshine in it. What was his name? But anyway, we were there, and that's how I met Loretta Lynn. And they were on their three-wheelers, telling us where to go. Pretty good kids. I might just do that. I had a friend that loved living in the mountains, and well, you know, BT had a house up there too. But I had a friend who loved living up in the mountains up in Georgia, and he built him a nice place up in the mountains, and he lives fine. He has solar, he has wind power, he even has small creek runs through his property, and he has a turbine on that for lights. And he's kind of set. He has it all set up. He's raising his family up there. They're growing and vegetables and things like that.
Grade 10.
She's grade 10 and college is coming up fast. I got to get her to the States. I really do. Because I want her to have the education there. Education here is poor quality. Just poor. Let me put it a scale 1 to 10. Poor. Minus 0. It's sad. It's just sad. It's sad. It's poor quality. She's going to school. They have so many kids in school. You go to morning school from 6 to 12, or you can go 12 to 6. She's going 12 to 6 because she's a transferee. And they go to school at 12, she's off at 6. So the school year is longer because they have to get the hours in. But they don't have enough books for school. So she's being taught with no books. She's being taught by a TV screen and a telephone, or her telephone taking pictures. What can I say? The school doesn't have, the teacher don't have the ability to do modules, so they can send a module where she can learn it on a computer here, so she has to take pictures of it on the phone there so she can learn it. So it's really kind of mess there. It's here. It's not just here. It's all over. In fact, we know someone else is going to school. They do the best they can with nothing. They have curriculum, but it's just they have no copies, no paper, no pens, and no pencils, and they just do the best they can with what they got. So that's how the kids are being taught here. So I don't want to be negative so much about teaching here, but it's really poor. Let's see. The one and only time I called 911 is Chattanooga State Park for a battle above the clouds. Saw a guy on a trail on the side of a mountain having seizures. Oh my goodness. Hopefully he's all right. You know, if you like drinking iced tea, but moonshine mixing, you could use the drink tea then. Boy, I tell you what, he was drinking it too. I can't remember his name. Everybody would know the name. Thanks for the warning. Just go have to take BT's old property, give it to a tour of Pet Yankee Cemetery. Yeah, BT still have that property? Is he keeping it or selling it? I'm sure he's, I don't know. I would think he'd bring his mama there to the U.S. soon. Yeah. I just feel horrible and I feel sad. And they don't have pens and pencils and paper, much less books. So our arts class has no books because they ran out of books. So they're being taught that way. So however many students in that classroom in the morning and in the afternoon, so 45 and 44 is in that 10th grade class. So 89 students. And that's just that one, you know, they have others. So it's a mess. It really is. And how's she gonna learn anything, really? He's just about, we're all Methodists in Seventh Day here. Yeah, we're Seventh Day, John. Get better off the U.S. once she gets to college. And she will. She'll take off like a rocket. She's very smart. She's intelligent. She'll catch on really quick, and she will run with it. And that's what I like about her. She's really fast to learn, and she wants to learn. She wants to get there. She wants a better life. She said, "I want a better life than what. I don't want to be stuck in an environment that would go home and sit and be on the phone all day." And I go to work and say I go to work, and the top money I can make is, even if I became a doctor, $1,000 a month. If I was really good, I'd make $2,000 a month. I don't want to be that. And I said, I understand. He said, she said, Daddy, she has friends in the U.S., classmates, older classmates or classmates. So you can kind of see she's getting the information from them, and they're doing it. He can't sell it. He can't sell it. Yeah, it's hard. Is she thinking about a college major? Gavino, she is. She's really wanting to go some type of medical field. Internist, she's thinking of maybe, she really wants to be into the medical field itself. She was even looking at, she's switching her ideas right now because she's young. She's wants to be an anesthesiologist. And I told her that's quite hefty. She says, but I'm ready for it. I love it. I want to do that. I want to make money. I don't want to be poor all my life. I want to. She has that drive, doesn't she? Mm. Even now at this age, she has a drive. It's unbelievable. I don't want to be poor. I don't. And I said, we're not poor. We are poor. She said, no, I want to. If I want to go buy a car and it's $5,000, I want to be able to go buy that car and not worry about the money. I don't want to. I see everybody struggling. Even you, Daddy Tom, you struggle. I said, I do. We all struggle. Life is about struggle. She says, I want to work and make money. She has a goal. She's had that goal since she was 9, 10 years old. Every day. I think he has many sailors, Smarty Pat Yankees buried on his land. You never know with BT. Really just better than that. Yeah, and radiology. I even talked to her about that, and she even talked about internal medicine, being a specialist. And I told her, I said, it's entirely up to you. You can do whatever you want to do. And then, so she wants to be in that field. So, you know, I said, well, we got to get some scholarships going here or something, because Daddy Tom is not going to be able to have the money to do that. Even if I get a piddly job there in the States, and Mama gets working, and even with my retirement, It'd still be tough, you know. But we're going to be off grid. I got to be honest with you. We're going to be off grid. But I did find this. You can stay in an RV park, $200-300 a month. Some parks furnish the electric, $200-300 a month. Some don't, and it gets $300-400-500. But nothing's really over $400. And you can stay in nice parks with. They're nice. They're not dumps or anything like that. They got swimming pools. Some have 2 swimming pools. Some have lakes and streams, and depending where you're at in the country. So we've been doing some research. There's one right there in Florida. It's 1 mile from the beach. You can stay in an RV park. It's 1 mile from the beach, and it's $300 a month. And you got to pay the electric on top of that. So I'm looking to get her close to a school. I did find a school there in Daytona Beach, and it's a good school. It's and they do have a medical attached to it that she can go, and it can filter into college. I really wanted to go to Gainesville, but I heard proctology. Nurse anesthesiast, yes.
Anesthesiologist.
Yes. Nurse, that's really a good field. She wants to help people. So she said, I feel like I want to help get people where they're feeling, if they're feeling sick. I want to help people. So her goal is to help people. She says, I don't want to get into something where I'm a nurse and I can work the long shifts and this, that, and other. I want to be, I said, well, you're going to work a lot anyway, or you're going to be working, 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day or more. And so your job, whatever you get in that field, you better look out. She said, well, if it makes money, that's what I want to do. Because she honestly, she wants to help us. Her goal is to help us. She's, Daddy, I want to buy you a car. I want to buy mommy this. I want to buy this for myself. But I have to say, her needs of us come first before herself. And so it tells me what kind of girl she is. So that's very positive. And so she said, because she knows, and in school they're making her kind of a leader in school, like because she speaks English so well, right? Yeah. Yeah. You almost said it, Tom. I know. I can't pronounce that. Mars is laugh. Mars. I can't say that word. Nurse. Anesthesiast. Anesthesiologist, right? Or no? Michael, did I spell it? Am I wrong? Going to college. Well, one thing about they have books in U.S. Did she ever have books before?
Yeah.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't have books now. Get her started at community college and then transfer to 4-year university. Save thousands doing that way. That's what my son did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Community college. That's exactly what college is attached there in Daytona Beach Community College. And that's where I was going to send her, Daytona Beach Community College. The thing that where she could do her field, and they have nursing there. Of course, as a child, she has many ideas what she wants to be, but she can be whatever she wants to be. I just want to try to help her. Beer Bug Hub from Wilflin. Average salary for RN in California is $40 to $50 an hour. Exactly. You're right, Gavino. You're exactly right. $40, $50 an hour. And that's a lot. RN California. Yeah. And even in Florida, I mean, I think they're making that now in Florida. But she wants a better life than what. Her life's not horrible. She wants a better life, though. She sees it, and her friends there in school there, U.S. are excelling, and there's no problems in school. There's none of this stuff they say on the news and all this junk. They just go to school. And that's amazing. That's what I get really frustrated. I get mad at people because they say, oh, it's so horrible. Don't come. It's so horrible. Things are falling apart. And then on the other hand, the people say, it's just normal. You just go to school, do your thing. Don't listen to all that other stuff. I never listen to that stuff anyway. I think we got to deliver it. Ara doesn't even know how much higher the cost of living is here in the U.S. It's there in the Philippines, even if she makes $1,000 a month. Yeah, well, here's something. Here's something. Even at 2,000 U.S. dollars, it's 100,000 peso. They're still struggling. Our doctor, she doesn't have a big house. She's a close friend. She doesn't have all these, she has a car, but it's not brand new. She doesn't have all these things. Even our dentist saying 100,000 peso is still not enough here. I make that. Actually, I make a little more than that. But it's still not enough. It costs so much. I bought a cup of coffee the other day. I paid $4 for a small cup of coffee at one store. Another store was $3. Then we go to lunch and we spend $35 at lunch. It's cheaper in the States. I can go to lunch. I can go over to. In fact, I did this at Ale House in Daytona Beach, Florida. I went online and did a price thing. $5.99, $6.99, $8.99. That's a bit cheaper here. So, and Ruth said, "Why is this? Why?" I said, "Well, they're charging $5, $6, $7 a sandwich here, and where you get in the States, a little bit cheaper, and you get more. I mean, the sandwich is only this big square. I mean, seriously, I'm not kidding you. It's this big square. It's like $6, $6 and change, $6.40, something like that. But yeah, in fact, and even at that, 1,000. If you're going to need. In fact, Geo just did a video on this. You're going to need at least. You're going to need at least 1,500, 2,000 to survive here on a regular basis, just to survive. And to have a little bit extra because of, say, something happens to you. She would need to make over $10K a month to have the same type of living. Possibly, but not really. Not the way I've taught her. Not the way I've taught her. See, here's something, Mark, people don't really realize. What's the most expensive thing in the United States of America? Housing. Where you sleep, where you eat. Per kilowatt, someone is paying 7 or 8 cents per kilowatt in Florida for power. We're paying, cent-wise, we're paying 13 to 16 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's double. So electricity there is going to be half of what it is here. Food, well, you live like Filipino. You can have rice every day. You can have pasta. No pasta. Forget it. They don't have it. You have rice. You can have rice. You can have rice. You can have fish. You can live like Filipino and live really good. But here's something that people don't really realize. The availability infrastructure itself here is lacking in a lot of areas. Like the doctor told me, you're missing a lot of protein. You got to start taking this vitamin, this vitamin, this vitamin, this vitamin. It gave me 8 of them. So we ordered them. It was over $120 for these vitamins per month. I went online at USA. I could have bought every vitamin, even at Walmart or Discount Drugs, all the same price for like $35. Zinc, $5 a bottle. Here, $12 a bottle. So you start looking at stuff like that. So RR knows how to live cheaply because I teach her that, you know. But we're gonna live under $1,500 a month there in the States. No problem, because everything's gonna be paid for. So what we're gonna have is insurance. We're gonna have car insurance or RV insurance. We're gonna have that, and then we're gonna have food, of course, electric, and healthcare, dental care, stuff like that, or school. And that's excluding the school. So we'll still be okay. If it gets to 2,000, it's okay, because it kind of gets that way here. I looked at my credit card bill the other day. I spent $600 this month. I said, what did I spend it on? And I realized, I said, it's the food. Food has gone up here like crazy. Paying a $1 a pack, $1 for a small can of tuna in a can like this. $1.10, $1.15, something like that. Or you can get the same can in the States. I looked up Starkist tuna the other day in the States, and it's a different price, cheaper than what you can buy here. But so the cost, you have to look at loaf of bread in the States, $1.32 at Walmart. Loaf of bread here is $2, but it's a small loaf of bread this big, and it's full of yeast. It's hard to eat it. My son does computer work. Last I talked, interning at US NASA, did full time with him. I tell you what, Rick, I hope he gets the job. Really great company, really great thing. He does IT. That's good. How else could you beat it? Awesome. 2-year RN degree at community college, yes. Anesthesiologist, average salary is California's $425, $500K. Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I looked that up. They make as much or more than doctors do in some cases, right? We know so many Filipina here in Northern California. There are nurses in there, SDA too. There's a lot of nurses there in California from here. They were talking about the Filipino community in St. Augustine and Titusville and how it's grown for so many Filipinos moving there. And as you know, Filipina P, I don't know if she's still there or not. She loved it there. And it's like, if you live in San Francisco, growing up, my wife got a hotel job in Manila. That's awesome, John. Good for her. Mario, I buy vitamins from Amazon. Many of their items free delivery. Yeah, for some reason, I could probably get them here. I ended up buying mine from Lazada. And where I live there in base camp, they won't deliver. Now they have to skip a lot of dining. Now it's just that simple. Cost $30. Yeah. That's 25 multi-day base. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Here's an example. We went to Shakey's Pizza. The Shakey's Pizza was $18, $19 for Shakey's Pizza. I can go buy an S&R pizza for $12. $12, and it's 100 times better and it's bigger. This is 14. This is 18, and that's S&R. That's Costco, come from the States. Pizza's $10 there. You can't buy pizza here for 10 or 500 pesos. So if you do, it's very small. It's very small. But there's many things variants. But then that's Western food. You got to look at it as Western food. The only thing, if you eat rice here and fish, you could live for $500 a month and have your house paid for. Be no worries. The rice costs you the most, and the fish, and then electric. But I can't do it. I can only eat 1 or 2 meals a week in rice and fish, and I have rice and something else, or meat, or can, or something to survive, because I need more food. But those AAQs pay much more. Yeah, doctors. Yeah. Mark came born and raised in Arizona, but a few years ago, I was working temp, turned out permanent, Shasta country, and moved here. California has large Filipino population in the U.S. Does it really? I didn't know that, Gavino. Shasta area is a nice area too. But Ruth and I got to thinking, even by us traveling around, it's expensive. Our going to school today, her lunch and stuff it's only like $2 a day, which is inexpensive. So that's going to go up in the States and cost more than that $2 a day for her to have food. Transportation to school will have the bus lines or something like that to get her to school. Where here they don't have buses. They don't have them. If you do, you pay anywhere from $40 to $50 to $60 a month to have door-to-door service. And then it's inadequate in a lot of cases. They miss her, forget her. You have that happen, this stuff. Because when they pick up one kid, they pick up 20. So it's hard for them to keep up. Then a lot of times getting home can be late, because she was gone 12, 14 hours a day at her other school, and now she's gone 6 hours and she's home in 10 minutes. The school's just right down the road here. But there in the States, there's going to be some flexibility there. And I know I may end up spending the same amount of money as I spend here, and even if it costs me more. I don't know how it would. Really. I mean, the guys are telling me they're living cheaper there. I don't know. You guys tell me. Tell me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know what it would eat me up there. Groceries are a little bit cheaper there than they are here. I know that. Insurance, I have to pay insurance. Car insurance, I have to pay car. Of course, insurance, I mean Medicare, Medicaid, I have to buy insurance on them. Dental care. But we're getting all our teeth and everything done, but if in case they needed it. But there are plans. Florida Hospital has a plan that you can actually buy. It's called a family plan. If you go to their hospitals, you pay a flat fee. Even though I'm elderly and they're their age, you pay a flat fee for family. And it's like $160 to $180 a month. I checked on that, and I can get their plan. So I'm thinking about getting their plan that when we're there. And it's 80/20, but it covers a lot of stuff. It even covers eye care. So they even have eye care at Florida hospitals. As you know, they're all over the place. So that's really, I think that's a fair price. That's cheaper than I was paying $350 for my health insurance here. Why did I pay that? What's wrong with me? I'm stupid. I should have never paid that. And I went to use it, and I paid it for over a year. So I paid $3,800 and just threw it away in the garbage. And they would not accept my insurance. I said, no, we stopped accepting that 6 months ago. I was so angry. Colorado's running behind you guys. My grandfather lived in Red Bluff, just outside of Tewan, the part of town when it got bigger. The state of California does not like translate Spanish to Tagalog. I was surprised. I have those Tagalog headsets that you can speak out of 40 different languages. And I put it on the other day as they were speaking Tagalog at church. And it worked really good. So whatever he spoke in church in Tagalog, I could hear it in my earpiece and turn it into English. Is a woman talking in English. So I heard the thing. It only does Tagalog as far as Filipino. It does not do any Visaya or Cebuano or Ilocano or any other languages like that. It just does Tagalog. But it does Korean, Chinese, Italian, French. It does all kinds of other. So it worked really good. And I was like, wow, it was nice. It's the first message I heard in a language that I understood it. First time. It's nice. And they sent me those and asked me to do it. I don't know if I sold any or not, but they sent me that. Those things are $500. Wow, it was good. Jess, not even has Messiah talent, POM. Yeah, I saw that. I did. They said that I needed to send additional paperwork in for USCIS, and I sent it in the other day. And now we're just waiting. And apparently I got to go send something, and the lady said, just wait, it's coming, hold on, it's fine, you're on track, you're in the system, don't worry about it. So we're just waiting. My friend Tom Shipman's waiting also. He's at his last step. My other friend Steve, I'm fed up guy, his wife is there now in the States. She got there September the 5th, 4th or 5th, and they're down in Florida, and she's really enjoying it and excited, and so I'm happy for them, and glad it went well for them. I only was able to live in a major city because I paid for my place in cash when I bought it. If it was not for that, there'd be no way I would be able to live on $1K a month. Yeah. Those are cool headphones, Tom. They are, they're really nice, Michael. They're, if you're going to like Taiwan or Vietnam, those would be the things to buy. I'll be honest with you. They work fine. They're great. Statement of, what's that? Langawa, as spouse speaks. Wow. They, and you can, say you're in a room. There's so many things you do. Say you're in a room and you want to say something to someone, you just push a button and say whatever language you want to speak. You just say it and say, can you tell me what you guys are talking about? I'm just making it up. And it'll speak it out loud on the phone, their language. And so they'll understand, and then they can reply. So it works really good. So if you need a taxi or you need to go somewhere, they're really good. I mean, $500 are well worth it, especially if someone's traveling around and you don't know the language. Just put that in your ear, set the language, put it on your phone. It's a mobile app. You do need internet though, and you're done. But you can get data. In fact, I use Globe in the States. From here, I got the international plan because I was there, and nobody knows this, but I was there recently, like a year and a half ago, and it worked great. Never a problem. Oh, it cost me $10 and I had it for like a month. Yeah, Globe International. So anyway, yeah, I had to go back to the States. Nobody knew it. I just had videos on it and I put them on. And so the reason why I'm saying about expenses is because I know, because I was there. And Walmart was not empty of stuff. And Walmart had food and subs and cheese and oh, that's in heaven. But yeah, I had to go back to their family, and worked out well, and everything's fine. But I got to really get the boots on the ground, what it costs, how much to live, and how much can I live. And I found out I can live just exactly what I thought. I can live cheaper for me and my family than I can where I'm at, even though I own the property and the land. It's because of the electric and all that mess, that and the other costs that's always hit you up here. Yeah, because you'll have the wrong guy come by sometimes and say, I need to pay this, that, you know, because transfer service of the driveway, the roadway, and ask for 500 pesos. They're always asking for money. But you can't deny it, you have to pay it. But when I was there, one thing I did notice was the cleanliness. And when I heard the voices of the American, I was like, wow, they're talking, and I understand it. To be honest with you, it took 2 days to comprehend what was, like, my mind was like, I can actually speak now. I can speak to people. I can talk, and people will listen. Where before, I can't do that here. I can't. I'm the only one who speaks English. Me and R and Mommy in the house. Nobody else speaks English. So I can actually have a conversation with someone. You don't know how hard that is. So when I was there, even these live streams, I can talk, but I'm talking to a screen, and you guys are writing. But it was like, I'm in like, wow. And not only that, the cleanliness, the easiness of getting around, the type of foods is cheaper. You know, Costco was cheaper, Sam's is cheaper, and Costco's cheaper there than it is here. They say the same price, but it's not. I went in them. I just didn't do the videos. I got videos. I should put them up. My trip to U.S. But I snuck there and had like 30 videos here. And I just put them on here and just put them on and answer them there in the States. But it worked out really good. Because I got the feel of the United States again. And I got the feel of and I got a ticket, $800 round trip. And flew in, got me a car, went to my brother's house, and then that was it. But it was interesting for me. I felt really comfortable and right at home back again. And things, people saying, oh, it's so horrible. What's horrible? Everybody's saying, it's so horrible here. Things are falling apart. The morale, the things. And I'm going, I'll go down to the diner. Hey, I hadn't seen you in a couple years, you know. It's been a long time. Hey, I've been with my brothers, you know. Hey, diner. Cost me $1.99. 2 eggs, toast, and meat. $1.99. And free coffee and free refills. $1.99 is 100 pesos. You can't get that here. So then I went to lunch at a different place. Hamburger was $4.95 for fries. Fries came out like a big old thing of fries. I said, oh my gosh, I can't eat all this. I couldn't eat all the food. It's too much food. Hamburger was true. Hamburger. Got a steak. Steak was $10. $10 for steak. So you can't buy a steak for 500 peso here. No way. So I said, okay. So we know going out to eat there is a lot cheaper. And I was in Texas. I was in New York City. I got me a pie up there. I got a really nice pie. I paid like $3 a slice for a pie. And the slices, it's like this, you know. This wide, and it goes, the point is about this long. You roll it up and you eat it. And my favorite is just cheese. But I found that what people are telling me here, that never left here, been here for 10 years and say it's so horrible in the States, but still here, never left here and gone back there. Or people are saying there, it's horrible. It's opinion. It's their opinion. So I said, but I know then, it hit me. I said, oh, so I went to the parks, RV parks, checked out, and found that some were really cheaper, like cheap. So I arranged all that. So got set up. Be back in a monkey. You have the link to the headphones? I do, Mark King. They're in that video that I did. If you can't find it, just send it. Email me, and I'll send it to you. Fry's grocery store today, and there was a lot of empty shelves in the store. Was there really? Well, it's Kroger, so you know what I mean. Fry's, it's Kroger, so. I would love to take those headphones to the Vietnamese nail salon when my wife gets her nails done. Yeah, I tell you what, I'll bring them when I come. You have no one to talk to right now where I'm at, no problem. Well, yeah, I understand. I think it's has to do with social. Being social, you don't want to be socially deprived. You know, for me anyway. I go to nail salons. Hello, Joe and Jeannie. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Yeah. Got my coffee this morning. Thumbs up. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So anyway, that was that. Good day. So where would I live? Province or city? I say in between. If I had a choice, I would live like in between. I would live province, but a little bit closer. So if I could move it to my house and land and move it closer to a city like 10 miles out or 5 miles out, that's what I would do. I would live like 5 miles out, something like that. And that would give me availability to like if I need to go to town, want to go to town, you just go, motorcycle or taxi or whatever. Because Grab, they'll come out and pick you up. And it's, $3 to $5. As a Thai coastie, I might suggest, or I might look into enlistment in the Coast Guard and put her trained health services technician. Her cousin is doing that right now. Her cousin is doing that. That's good. They love the Coast Guard. See? Good evening, everyone, Middle America. It depends on where you live. The great thing about the U.S. is there's real choice depending on where you live. For instance, you're religious, it will cause you problems dealing with the school. Yeah. Where I'm at, where we're at there in Daytona, it's not really too much of a problem there. You don't have a lot. What they do is they call it silent. If you have, as the principal was telling me, if you're religious as a person, they give you time out in the morning. So everybody's quiet for 1 minute, and if you want to pray, you pray yourself, not out loud. And then if you're not, you have to be quiet for that minute. Don't do anything. And so that gives them time to do their thing. So that was the thing that I asked. But if it's not, or if it's a situation, it's okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We all know how the world works now. They don't practice religion here. They don't, even though we're SDA, and she went to SDA school before. They don't do anything. They might pray before class sometimes they wouldn't. It depends on where you go. Even's there in the States. So I don't think anywhere's perfect, even here. I mean, here it's like she's excelling in school. She probably needs to be in a grade higher because of her knowledge. But I think if I could get her there in the States, she would excel more. And if it gets into religion and things like that, and it gets bad, she could be homeschooled. There are homeschools like modules, and you pay like so much a class, and they send you the modules, and you have teachers and teacher online for 6 hours a day, and they teach you. So I looked into that too. I looked into a lot. I looked into everything. I'm just sitting around doing it anyway, so I look into stuff. I can't wait to be in the province. We call Corpson back in that 4 years GI Bill for college. Yeah, even staying in 20 retirement possibility to become a physician assistant. Government's done. Yeah. One thing Vietnamese, everyone talks the same language. Yeah. And you know something? Vietnamese, that thing works really good on Vietnamese. There was a gentleman from Vietnam at the mall, and I tried it on him. He let me do it, and it worked. It worked. We didn't talk long. He didn't want to do it, but he did it. Joe and Jeannie, good morning. Just saying hi. And you know what though too, also Finch, I think there's so many opportunities especially in the medical field. Really, all the way around, a lot of opportunities there. And I hope it really opens up for her in that arena. Well, I think I'll call the stream, guys, because I've been on a couple hours and I'm getting tired and my coffee is empty. When you have empty coffee. So I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time with me today, and I want to thank everybody for coming on, and we'll try to have another live stream maybe on Friday. And I want to thank everybody for voicing their opinion and helping me through things, and thank you so much. Mars, thank you. Mark King, thank you. Joe and Jeannie, thank you for coming on. Rick Morris. Let's see. The areas you're talking about, I would not have a lot of issues with. The only thing, make sure you have our shots updated. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, she's updated on her shots. And there in the States, well, as you know, we all caught scabies, and we went through a lot of torture there for a while, Rick, in January. We've had a lot of sickness, the reason we had to get out. I was infected, I couldn't walk. In fact, my muscles had kind of shriveled up. It was a mess, man. We were a mess. So, even a big guy like me. So we had a time there for a while. So, Mark King, thanks for coming on. Rick Morris, Mars, thanks for coming on. Joe and Jeannie, also Finch, thanks for coming on. Say bye to everybody, honey.
Also fans.
Say bye. I'll let
Bye,
you say.
Everyone.
We'll go down this way. We're saying bye.
Like this.
Say bye.
J,
Mark King.
Michael and Heidi.
Michael and Heidi. John Rogers. Wolfen. Thank
Mars.
you. Mars. Gabino. Thanks for coming on, my good friend. Thank you. Art, thank you.
And Garden. Mario Gutierrez.
Good morning, Mario. Michael and Heidi.
Rick Morris.
Miss Mitch Bumwell, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the super chat too.
John Rogers, Gabino.
Take that.
There you go, darling. Let's see here. John Rogers, thank you. James Gilbert, just a bill. Thank you for coming on today. Thank you, guys. It's like it's only going to go back so far here. Get off in it. Thanks for coming on. High five, and I want to thank everybody. We'll try to have another one on Friday, and thank you so much, and I'll do a better job this time on the button. All right, see you guys next time.
God bless.
God bless.